Hey, I'm Steve Young. I'm here in Florida at the SCRS Site Solutions Summit. So we're here this weekend engaging with lots of investigative site personnel, doctors, study coordinators, etc. And a really engaging conversation between sites and sponsors, CROs, and service providers, technology providers like Medidata, like ourselves. Just got out of a session that I participated in as a panel member around metrics, and in particular focusing on and having a conversation about what is most important for sites in terms of metrics, and what concerns or suggestions do they have around metrics and measurement of site performance. So really interesting interactive session. It was fantastic to hear directly from site personnel on what their concerns are, what their interests are with respect to metrics. A couple of key themes that really emerged out of the discussion. One is that it's very apparent that many sites have a concern that sponsors are actively measuring their performance, measuring their quality, but not necessarily sharing that metric information back with the sites. And what they really want, what they're really asking for, is that there's more transparency, that they can be a participant and a partner in the sharing of those metrics, so that they can scorecard themselves, that they can understand both what the expectations are for them and that they can actually see where they fall with respect to that, so they know where they need to improve. And that makes perfect sense. We certainly reinforced and reassured to them that it makes perfect sense that sponsors and CROs need to be more transparent, and that there are efforts to try to take us more aggressively in that direction, so that sites can have more ready access ongoing. Certainly, I reinforced as a technology provider in clinical trials that we're strong advocates of that transparency, that we're doing whatever we can. We're investing in ways to help enable and facilitate that access for sites, so that they can have appropriate scorecards, access to appropriate metrics that let them participate in the process better. So that was a great discussion. It was a great interaction on that front. Another interesting theme that came up during the discussion was around the CRAs. A lot of the study coordinators in the audience really talked about the fact that some CRAs are much better than other CRAs, and they're such an important partner for the sites in terms of driving better overall outcomes, better performance in their clinical trials. And the question really was, are CRAs accountable? Are they being measured on these metrics and accountable for them? The answer from the panel was generally, yes, they are being measured. CRAs, there's even analytical methods that you can look at, and aggregate site quality, site performance metrics, not just by individual site, but by groups of site that belong to specific CRAs, so that you can actually comparatively look at site performance by CRA. And that was well received, that idea that CRAs need to be accountable as well. So overall, really good discussion, and I think a discussion that really helps continue to move the needle in the right direction towards better partnership with sites, better engagement with sites from the sponsor community. So it'll be on to the next session now. I'm going to be participating on an RBM panel within the next hour, and we'll have some more good information coming out of that.